Culers, estic preparat.
Okay guys, thank you for joining and welcome back to Barca 360. You welcome back to the channels. As we do always, we look at stories that are making headlines around the football club, and in this particular we are looking at three different stories. The first one, Xavi Hernandez is facing midfield headache ahead of Barcelona's clash against Celta Vigo on Tuesday. We look at that story into much detail. The second one, Garcia heaped praises on Ansu Fati, delved so much into whatever he said after the game against Real Betis. And then finally, Barcelona wants to sign Premier League star even if Ousmane Dembele renews with the club. We delve so much also into that story. If you are new on the channel, you are welcome. If you like this video, of course, you may consider hitting on the subscribe button and turning on the post notification bell so you get notified whenever there's a new upload on the channel. So enough of the talking, let's get straight into the video. A victory away in Seville was enough for Barcelona to secure Champions League qualification on Saturday night at the Estadio Benito Villamarin, which means that the only prize available to them during the remainder of the season is to place second at the end of the current season against already won La Liga champions Real Madrid. All players and managers said that they would be going for the runner-up spot in the remaining 3 games. Their route to doing so sees them up against Celta Vigo on Tuesday night, but Xavi Hernandez has something of a conundrum in midfield for that game. Club captain Sergio Busquets picked up a yellow card in the 2-1 win over Real Betis, and as per Mundo Deportivo points out, Frenkie de Jong finished the match with discomfort. The Barcelona captain will now be suspended for Celta Vigo, and with Pedri and Nico Gonzalez already injured, it leaves Xavi somewhat short of resources in the midfield to tackle the game against Celta Vigo. If Frenkie de Jong is fit enough to start, he and Gavi would likely make the team, with Riqui Puig perhaps coming into the midfield. Riqui Puig has made just 15 appearances all season, starting twice and completing 1 match. Xavi may also look at the B team for reinforcement, Lisandro, Riyad and Alvaro Sanz perhaps being the most likely to come into the squad. Moving on to the second story. Champions League qualification was by no means a certainty for Barcelona this season as they struggled through the opening months of the season. It wasn't until February that they got themselves back into the top 4. A win against Real Betis has mathematically secured them a place in the top 4, and in no small part was done to Ansu Fati. Speaking to Sport after the match, Garcia declared that Ansu Fati possessed an innate talent. Ansu is one of these players that are born with that talent and that magic. Let's hope that the injuries respect him, because in 20 minutes he demonstrated how he can help this team. Despite Fati's goal, Barcelona wouldn't get the winner until the very end of stoppage time through an incredible Jordi Alba volley. Garcia said that the squad was now aiming for second place, but also praised his colleagues for their response after conceding. The first objective was being in the Champions League, and now second place is still there. That is to say that remaining second place, it was a very difficult game because they are a great team and it was the first game in front of their fans after winning the Copa del Rey. The goal that we conceded 2 minutes after we went ahead did us damage, but the team responded well. Against Cadiz and Rayo Vallecano, we didn't have the luck that you need. Barcelona conceded the first goal against in both of their defeats to Cadiz and Rayo Vallecano, but were unable to find a response. In contrast, Barcelona have won their last 9 matches in which they have taken the lead. The last time they didn't win being a 2-2 draw against ex-City rivals Espanyol. The next story, the final one, Barcelona wants to sign Premier League star even if Ousmane Dembele does not renew with the club, or even if Dembele renews with the club. Whatever be the case with Dembele, Barcelona still wants to sign Premier League star. Barcelona are preparing themselves for a huge summer transfer window despite the club's ongoing financial issues. Xavi Hernandez and co have identified several areas of the squad that needs to be strengthened in the summer, chief among them being the centre forward slot. At the same time, a new right-sided winger is also something that the Blaugrana are looking at, with Leeds United star Raphinha identified as a top target. The 25-year-old has been a major success since signing for the White from Rennes in the summer of 2020, and his performances over the past couple of seasons at the Erlang Roos, as well as his eye-catching displays for the Brazilian national team, has convinced Barcelona over a move. The player himself is believed to be keen on signing for the Blaugrana, although negotiations between the two clubs are set to take place, with the Catalan giants waiting to see if indeed the boys from the Erlang Roos stays up in the Premier League or gets relegated. Raphinha had initially been touted to be a replacement for Ousmane Dembele, whose contract with the Blaugrana runs out at the end of the ongoing season. However, talks over an extension have restarted between the club and his agent, leading to optimism that an agreement could be reached. That even if Barcelona end up renewing his contract, they would continue their pursuit of Raphinha, claims journalist Joaquim Pereira. So the Brazilian would more likely be a replacement for Adama Traore. The Wolverhampton Wanderers loanee is unlikely to be retained beyond the ongoing season and could be heading back to the Molineux, and Raphinha would be brought in as an upgrade on the La Masia graduate. Raphinha has posted a tally of 10 goals and 3 assists from 31 Premier League matches this season. If Leeds United gets relegated, the winger would be available for as low as 25 million euros. In case they stay up, the former Rennes ace could end up costing around 40 million euros. So guys, this brings us to the end of this particular video. You saw 3 different stories. The first one, according to Mundo Deportivo, reporters stating that Barcelona's head coach Xavi Hernandez is facing midfield headache ahead of the clash against Celta Vigo on Tuesday night. We saw that story into match details again. We also saw that Eric Garcia, after the win against Real Betis at the Estadio Benito Villamarin on Saturday, heaped praises on Ansu Fati and then said that Barcelona will do everything possible to place second at the end of the current season. We saw that story into match details, and then finally, Barcelona want to sign Raphinha even if Ousmane Dembele stays put at the football club. Let's see your thoughts, comments, your opinions, your honest suggestions in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for joining. Kindly do stay safe. Until next time, it's a bye-bye.